Hi everyone, I'm Yi Zhang from University of Michigan. Here, I'm going to briefly summarize our paper on high-effort crowds limited liability via tournaments. Consider the following example, like data annotation and online service, content creations. They're all examples of crowdsourcing with monetary payments. The main question here is how to reward agents given their reports. Consider the following payment mechanism framework where agents generate reports. We map the reports to the performance score using a performance measurement, where the performance score serves as a noisy measurement of agent's effort. Finally, we use the payment function to rescale the performance score as a final payment to incentivize the agents. A performance measurement and a payment function is collectively called a payment mechanism. In order to design good payment mechanism, we have four objectives. First, we want effort elicitation, where a sufficient amount of effort from each agent has to form an equilibrium. Second, the payment mechanism should also incentivize truthful reporting from the agents. Third, we want budget efficiency, which means we try to avoid paying too much more than necessary for the agents. Finally, a payment mechanism should satisfy limited liability, where there is no negative payment. Previous literature on spot checking and peer prediction has focused on designing truthful performance measurements. If we use a spot checking or a peer prediction mechanism here, we're going to obtain truthfulness within the performance scores. This implies that if the agents aim to maximize expected performance score, they have to do so by report truthfully. Then the literature usually suggests using a linear payment function to rescale the scores as the final payments. However, because the linear payment function are usually too inflexible to turn, we're going to either lose limited liability or budget efficiency here. On the other hand, the literature on principal agent problem focused on designing budget-efficient payment functions. For example, in a tournament, we pay agents based on the relative ranking of their performance scores. The issue here is that if we use a nonlinear rank order payment function, we cannot preserve the truthfulness within the performance scores into the final payments. So we're going to obtain all the three other objectives here, but not truthfulness. In our paper, we first show how to optimize the payment mechanism with respect to budget efficiency. Then we show how to simultaneously obtain four objectives, where the trick is to add some noise to the performance scores. Finally, we empirically evaluate some commonly used spot checking and peer prediction mechanisms in our setting.